There is a moment in every person's life where they realize that the way they have been thinking is quietly destroying them. Not because they are weak, and not because life is unfair, but because their mind has been trained to chase the wrong things, to react without awareness, to demand peace from the world instead of building peace within. The Stoics understood this long before psychology existed. They believed that one rule, if practiced deeply, could change the entire direction of your life. The rule of inner mastery before outer success. This rule begins with a simple truth. Everything in your life improves when your mind improves first. Every emotion becomes clearer. Every decision becomes simpler. Every challenge becomes smaller. But inner mastery does not come naturally. It is something you carve, slowly, deliberately, like a sculpture you return to every day. It starts with recognizing how often your mind is pulled, shaken, and shaped by things outside of your control. Someone ignores you, and your mind spirals. Someone criticizes you, and you replay it for hours. Something does not go your way, and your entire mood collapses. None of this is your fault, but all of it is your responsibility. The Stoics taught that the untrained mind absorbs the world like a sponge, but the trained mind chooses what to allow in. They believed that true strength begins when you stop reacting to life and start responding to it. Imagine for a moment that every thought entering your mind had to knock before entering. Most people simply leave the door open, letting every anxiety, every assumption, every insecurity wander freely inside. But once you begin practicing inner mastery, you learn to close the door, not to shut out the world, but to choose what enters your internal space. You begin to watch your own thoughts instead of becoming them, and in that distance, you become free. Modern psychology calls this meta-awareness. The Stoics simply called it virtue. They believed that the person who learns to govern their inner world becomes unbreakable in the outer one. This is why Epictetus said that no man is free who is not master of himself. Mastery begins with perception. Your mind is constantly filtering reality, selecting what to amplify and what to ignore. Two people can live the same event. One breaks, the other grows. The difference is not the event, but the interpretation. When something painful happens, the untrained mind asks, "Why me?" But the Stoic mind asks, "What can I do with this?" That single shift turns suffering into strength. Pain becomes instruction. Discomfort becomes training. Obstacle becomes fuel. This is the Stoic rule that changes everything. Interpret reality in a way that builds you instead of breaking you. And the science is clear. Cognitive behavioral therapy is built on the same principle. The idea that thoughts create emotional reality, and by changing the lens, you change the world. What the Stoics practiced intuitively, modern psychologists now measure formally. Your emotional life is not shaped by events, but by the meaning you attach to them. If you change the meaning, you change the emotion. If you change the emotion, you change your behavior. And if you change your behavior consistently, you change your life. But inner mastery requires practice. It requires slowing down the reactive part of your mind. It requires observing the stories you tell yourself. It requires dropping the illusions that your value depends on success, validation, appearance, timing, or approval. And so the Stoics trained themselves through deliberate exercises. Seneca practiced losing everything in imagination to realize how little he truly needed. Marcus Aurelius journaled daily to control his inner climate before stepping into the chaos of leadership. Epictetus, once a slave, mastered the only domain he ever truly owned, his mind. Their lives were different, but their rule was the same. Do not waste your life trying to control what you never controlled in the first place. Instead, build the strength to control what you always can. Your thoughts, your decisions, your perception, your response, your inner state. When you build inner mastery, something extraordinary happens. You stop begging the world to be calm. You become the calm in the world. You stop chasing validation. You become grounded in self-worth. You stop fearing change because you trust your ability to adapt. This is how inner mastery transforms your life from the inside out. It makes you emotionally independent. It gives you psychological leverage. It makes you someone who cannot be pushed around by the unpredictable nature of reality. And perhaps most importantly, it frees you from the mental traps that keep most people stuck. Comparison, rumination, insecurity, impulse, and fear. The world does not get easier, but you become stronger. People do not become kinder, but you become more stable. Life does not slow down, but you learn to move through it with a quiet mind. Inner mastery does not just change how you face challenges. It changes the kind of challenges you face. When your mind becomes disciplined, your life begins to align with clarity, purpose, and direction. You stop chasing distractions and start building meaning. You stop reacting to noise and start listening to your inner voice. You stop living from the outside in and begin living from the inside out. This is the Stoic rule that changes your entire life. Master yourself, and the rest becomes manageable. Ignore this, and no amount of success will ever be enough. Practice it, and nothing can break you. The question is simple. Which world do you want to build? One controlled by everything outside of you, or one shaped by the strength you grow within?